baes, welcome back. I'm so glad you could make it. Today is actually my birthday, so whoop whoop, happy birthday to me. I was able to actually take off work early today, so I'm like so happy about it because it was just dragging on and I definitely wanted to do some fun things for the evening. It's probably a little bit dangerous for me to go to Barnes & Noble right now because I'm gonna have zero self-control when it comes to buying books, but I think that's what we're gonna do. I am being so bad at keeping my rule of only buying physical copies of books that I've already read on my Kindle. Yeah, that rule is getting thrown out the window today. Anywho, before I head out, I wanted to show you quickly what my outfit looks like. It's a little bit chillier than it was a couple days ago, which I'm a little bummed about. It's very windy right now, and yeah, it's been pretty cold, like in the 40s and 50s. Yeah, that is correct. A couple days ago, it went up to like 70, 80 degrees, which was amazing, but yeah, the time has passed. So I am bringing out some lighter jackets. This is my trench coat. I love this thing so much. I think the color is perfect because it literally matches my pants exactly. Underneath, I just have a really cute kind of square neck top situation with these buttons. I love that little detail. And my pants, I'm wearing some straight leg denim jeans in the off-white color that matches my trench coat. In terms of shoes, I think I'm gonna wear some white, like off-white eggshell colored ankle booties. For the bag, I'm wearing a lot of white today for some reason. I really love the size of this because I can actually fit my entire vlogging camera in here and still have room. So that is the fit. I love it. Let's go ahead and head out and go shop for some books and other goodies. We're in the car heading over to Barnes & Noble like we planned, and Charlie and I just had a little discussion. For my birthday, he's letting me pick out 5 books, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I don't know what it is, but I've been itching to buy more books to fill up my physical TBR. I definitely like having a mini section in my shelf where I haven't read the books and I can kind of like shop my own library kind of thing. So yeah, 5 more books today. We're really lucky that we live, I think like 5 minutes away from a local Barnes & Noble. Like I can go here anytime that I want. I can come here every single day if I wanted to. Just kidding. But we have a lot of Barnes & Nobles. Yes, that's plural of Barnes & Noble. We live near quite a few of them. So if one is out of stock, we're just gonna hop on over to the other one at Tyson's Corner Mall. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that update. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna pick out 5 books together and I'll do a little haul when we get back home. Oh, it's cold. Hello. You're not even in the frame. I got sad. Oh no, is this on? Oh, it's on. I'm so drawn to these books with the pretty spines or like the sprayed edges. Yeah, it's so pretty. I've heard so many things about this book. It's called A Study in Drowning. It's obviously a fantasy. I think it's a cozy fantasy, and I'm not a huge cozy fantasy kind of girl. At least the ones that I've tried, they haven't really been home runs for me, so I kind of stay away from them. But this is so tempting. I heard a lot of great things about this one too. It's called Our Infinite Fates. I think it's a debut novel, maybe? I might be incorrect. This one, see the sprayed edges? They just get me every single time. Looks so pretty. Happy Saturday, and I am running late again, as usual. So I'm gonna have to head out the door, but I wanted to show you guys my outfit in case I forget to film this part after I get back. We're heading out to a brewery because we're meeting a couple of friends there to celebrate my 31st birthday. So it's a little bit of a belated celebration, but I think the weather is actually pretty nice, which is good. I thought it was going to actually rain, but yeah, we're gonna head out to Lark Brewing. I think that's what it's called. So I have a cute little outfit on a cardigan, which is a little bit cropped. Underneath, I'm just wearing a bodysuit. This one is like a cami style, so it's just really lightweight. For my bottoms, I'm wearing my denim skirt. I haven't worn this in such a long time, and I keep forgetting how much I love these. So yeah, and then for shoes, I think I'm just gonna wear some flats or a sandal or something. I'm just carrying a white one that is big enough to fit my camera so I can take you along with me. And then, yeah, we'll head out and then I'll show you a few of my friends over there if they're willing to be on camera. But I think we're just going to have a casual outing, play some board games and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and head out. I'll show you around once we get there. Today is a little bit of a throwaway day because honestly, after the brewery celebrating my birthday with friends yesterday, I thought I was going to be a productive human being, and clearly I was delusional. That did not happen afterwards. I ended up getting Thai food with Charlie at home, watching F1, and then we fell asleep, and that was that. I was so tired because we stayed there for many hours, and I really thought that this morning I was going to go work out. That also did not happen. This week has gone by so fast, and it's kind of a blur really, but it was such a great birthday week in my books. Speaking of books, I am back to do a birthday book haul with you guys as promised. I kid you not, I think I spent at least an hour and a half at Barnes & Noble, and it was the best way to spend my actual birthday day. I think I looked at every single cover of book there is at Barnes & Noble that day, and it was amazing. I went through every single aisle, looked at every single new release, looked at every single book that I could possibly be interested in, and it was so great. I had the most wonderful time ever. As I told you earlier, I was planning on buying only 5 books, but I ended up actually picking 7. But I have an 8th one to show you because I actually pre-ordered this book a while ago. It recently came in the mail, so I decided to include this in this haul. This particular book I didn't buy at Barnes & Noble because I wanted this particular cover from Walmart. I thought it was actually going to take a little bit longer, but it came pretty fast in my opinion. I also pre-ordered this on my Kindle as well as an ebook and already finished it. So that said, let's start out with a bang. I got Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I blinked out a little bit there. When I saw the colors of this cover, I preferred it so much more over the Barnes & Noble one, which I believe is red rose petals instead. I just love this one so much. It's more of a corally color with the green. I just think it looks so cute. I finished this book already within 3 days. It was amazing. I had such a fabulous time and it broke my heart all over again. I did read most of this on my Kindle, but partially I read it in the physical book because my Kindle died in the middle of it and I had to charge it. So I think I read maybe like 50 pages in the physical book, which feels good. I love reading the physical book, but I just feel like Kindle experience is just like so much more convenient, and holding a fat book like this while you're reading for hours on end, it doesn't feel good for the arms. So I did end up switching back to my Kindle, but regardless, I am so happy I have this cover from Walmart. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I did see that Juniper Books, I think, came out with special edition covers of this as well, but I decided to not go for it. I was really tempted, but because I love the regular covers so much, I don't need to buy another special edition cover books of the books that I already own. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep these, happy with these. So this is gonna go to my bookshelf. You can't see it from the view that you have, but on my upper shelves, those are the books that I keep of my trophies. So all the books that I've already read, I have a little place for this. So I will be placing that over there. Down here, as you can see, this is my physical TBR. It is pretty bare because I don't typically like to buy physical books unless they are my favorites and I've read them already as trophies. But I am letting myself have 2 shelves, up to 2 shelves of buying physical books for my physical TBR. I'm not trying to build a huge like at-home library or anything like that, but I do love having an option to have like a mini physical TBR. As you can see, my collection is pretty minimal right now. I think I only have books maybe collectively up to maybe not even a full shelf. So I have room. To start off this book haul, let's go through the books that I bought as trophies. The first one is Abby Jimenez, Part of Your World. This is the first book in this interconnected series. I read this one and then yours truly, and I have Part of Your World already downloaded on my Kindle, but I wanted to buy this one specifically because this was my favorite out of the two that I read so far. I'm a huge fan of Abby Jimenez's writing style, and I just feel like she tells a story so well, and her romances are just like so multi-layered and very emotional, has a lot of depth. So highly recommend this one if you haven't read any of her books yet. This was such a great start to the journey of her books. I will find a space for this in my upper shelves. The next one is Lovely War. So this one is an interesting one because when I finished this book, I didn't give it 5 stars. I think I actually gave it 4 stars, but this is one of those books that after you read it, you continuously think about it over time, and that's what happened. I feel like that is a really good indication of a book being 5 stars. So I think I am actually going to change my rating of this to 5 stars instead, because I think about this book all the time. When people ask me for book recommendations, this is absolutely one of them. I think it's such a unique story, and I love the fact that this book has different perspectives from Greek gods and goddesses, which is so neat. It is historical fiction, which is very surprising to me that I love it as much as I do, because I don't typically get along with that genre very much, but this was an exception and I loved it so much. So definitely give it a go if you want a beautiful story of different couples who are in love and trying to figure out their way throughout World War II. Highly recommend. Now let's go through the books that I purchased for my physical TBR that are going to go right here behind me. And I purchased 5 books total. The first 3 books are actually in a series, so I bought this box set, but I'm gonna count it as 3 books because they are physically, literally 3 books. It is the Belladonna collection. It comes with 3 books in the series, which is Belladonna, Foxglove, and Wisteria. Oh my gosh, the covers of these are so gorgeous. I love the colors and the font and everything about it. Oh, stunning. I'm sure you can still get your hands on this online, but I feel like I hit the jackpot when I was there because it was the last one standing. I've heard nothing but great things about the series. To be honest with you, I'm going into this so blind. All I know is that it's about poison because they're all named after a different poison. I think our main character also like befriends death, reincarnated as a human. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just shooting my shit here. So I will stop myself from telling you the wrong narrative. But yeah, I'm so excited to get into this. I've heard nothing but great things. And I love a good duology or trilogy for a fantasy series. I just feel like 2 to 3 books is the perfect number for a series. Although I love my ACOTAR series. I love Throne of Glass, which is 7 books, 8 books. I don't even remember anymore. But in general, I feel like 2 to 3 books is perfect because it's not as big of a commitment and it's not as overwhelming or intimidating. Let me take these out of the box so I can show you the covers. They are absolutely gorgeous. This is the first book, Belladonna. I mean, wow, she's gorgeous. This is the second book, Foxglove. So stunning. Oh my gosh. The colors are just amazing. This is Wisteria, I believe, is the last book. Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh. I am so excited to dive into this world once I'm done with Throne of Glass. In regards to the next book, I feel like you have seen this everywhere on social media if you follow a lot of booktubers or book talkers. I probably shouldn't have picked this up because I haven't read the Magnolia Parks series by Jessa Hastings, but I've just been seeing this everywhere and I wanted to get on the bandwagon. It is The Conditions of Will. I honestly love this cover. It's very like illustrative. It's so beautiful. I love like the paint and everything. Very nice. It's a pretty thick book, and I know that the author, is really well known for her Magnolia Park series. That actually is on my 2025 TBR. I am planning on reading that series. I just don't know if I want to read this one first because it is like 1 book versus 5 books in Magnolia Parks. Is it 5 books there? Yeah, I think 5 books, but I think she's coming out with the next one in that series next month, or no, in June. Anyway, yeah, I just decided to purchase it. This was definitely an impulsive buy. I just feel like I have no experience with Jessa Hastings writing, that if I read this first, is it going to ruin the Magnolia Park series for me, or vice versa? Like, am I not going to enjoy this as much because I haven't read that series yet? I'm not sure. So, contemplative about this one, but we will see how I feel. I've heard amazing things about it though on Book Talkers, like reviews and stuff. Last but not least, I had to grab V.E. Schwab's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And oh my gosh, this cover is just so nice. It feels like soft matte. Oh, love it. And it's like such a floppy book. I also love the color scheme of the gold and the black background. I've literally heard nothing but amazing things about V.E. Schwab and this book in particular. This is a fantasy book that is about a main character who makes a deal with an angel, I believe, and she's trying to figure out how to move forward in her life, because every single time that she talks to someone and they turn around and they look at her again, like she's invisible, like everyone forgets about her. The plot sounds really, really intriguing, so I'm super excited for this one. Like I said, heard nothing but amazing things, so this is also on my TBR for this year, I believe. And those were all the books that I purchased from Barnes & Noble and one from Walmart. But yeah, that's the haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna put this on before I hurt myself. This is going to be the end of today's vlog. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, especially on my birthday week. This is basically how I spent it, and I'm so glad that you were part of it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you to stick around a little longer. Also, let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books that I showed you today. I would love to know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.